Today I wanted to take you through how to make my chocoholic beetroot fudge brownies. It comes from a little booklet that I wrote, which is basically healthy recipes that all have chocolate in, because chocolate's my passion. And very easy to do, no nasties in it, and I'm just going to go through the ingredients. Okay, so naturally we've got quite a lot of beetroot, 250 grams. This is ground almonds, rice flour, cocoa powder, date puree, so that's been soaked, then pureed. We've got the sweetness coming from the dates, bit of maple syrup, eggs, and here you've just got some chocolate, quite a lot of chocolate melting. That's really quite strong, it's 85% cocoa solids, and a bit of baking powder. And that's it, right. So it's very quick, very simple. Start off with the eggs, breaking them. I'm going to beat them. So it's 3 eggs. I use large for just about everything. I have an electric beater, much quicker. So I've beaten it until it's really, really frothy, probably a couple of minutes, and then you add in the date puree. So date puree goes in, a bit more, try not to lick my fingers, a bit more beating. Okay, so here you've got frothy eggs and date puree, and we're going to add in all of the dry ingredients. So you've got ground almonds, cocoa powder, rice flour, and a tablespoon of baking powder. Beat again. So now we're going to add in a dash of maple syrup, not that much, because after all you've got the dates already in there. Mix that in. And then we got the melted chocolate, the important bit. So I melted it over bain-marie. That's the easiest way I find. Some people use a microwave. I'm not good that way with a microwave. So add in your melted chocolate, the darker the better. If you like 90%, then go for it. You've anyway got the sweetness from the maple syrup and from the dates, so you don't need a really sweet chocolate. So you've got the chocolate, beat it in. Try not to get loads all over me. Actually. And then last but not least, you got the beetroot. That's quite a lot. I put 3 beetroots in there, and I just peeled them, shoved them in the food processor for a couple of seconds, and that was it. I can't be bothered with grating, it takes too long. Life's too short. So there we have it. Beetroot mixed in. So what's really nice about having beetroot is that it makes it really moist and really squidgy. And when it comes to fudge brownies, I just love squidge. I can't be doing with dry fudge brownies, and that's why I call them chocoholic, because they're really, really dark, really rich, and really squidgy, very chocolatey. So there we are. That's what it looks like. Lots of veg in there. And I use a square tray that's about 20 centimeters, and I've used some, I've put some coconut oil on it just to stop it from sticking, and there we are, just add it all in. I'm going to make the ganache now to top the beetroot fudge brownies. All I do is melt some very dark chocolate, this is 85%, and then once it's melted over bain-marie, I add in a little bit, this is maple syrup, a little bit of maple syrup, so not much, just a little bit. And this is water, it's just a bit of warm water. A couple of tablespoons of warm water. And then you've just got to be a little bit careful when you mix this together because you don't want it to separate out, you want it to amalgamate. So basically I've got the little bit of water, bit of maple syrup and the 85% cocoa solids chocolate, and I'm just mixing it carefully. Don't overdo it because it could separate out, and as you can see it's beginning to thicken up. Now what's nice about this is that will never go solid like a piece of chocolate, that will stay like a ganache, and at the same time you've not used a whole load of cream, so it's a lot healthier as an option. And it's ever so easy, you know, literally took me 30 seconds, so super easy and significantly healthier. And there we've got the ganache, and just mix it over, spread it over. The one thing I would say is it doesn't produce a gloss like the ones that have got cream in, so it won't be as glossy, but it will be just as tasty. Sometimes I add vanilla in, a bit of vanilla bean, either the paste or just literally powder. And there we are. Actually there's quite a lot on there. I'm refraining from licking the spoon. I'm being polite. And then if you want, you could put some little cocoa nibs on the top, just to finish it off. And there we are. And that's it. Beetroot chocolate fudge brownies, quick to make, pretty healthy, no nasties in there, and quite an unusual ganache, no cream in it. It's dairy-free, gluten-free, and what else? Yummy.